Alright guys, today we are going to be reacting to Sir Les Patterson Barry Humphries 1982 interview. This just literally just appeared on my feed. We're going to react to it. Let's jump in.
Celebrated Australian statesman of modern times. He started his career as the entertainment officer at a club in Sydney and has risen to the heights of being the Australian cultural attaché to the court of St. James. I couldn't agree more with the critic who said that he impugns the fundamental refinement of the Australian character. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Les Patterson.
Okay, Patterson, let's see what you got. Wow. What the hell, bro? What is this?
Good luck to you. And hello there, ladies and gentlemen.
I must do a handful of fascinating something. How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling too bad.
Bro, the smoking back in the day, man. Crazy, right? Yeah. The smoking back in the day was so common. And you know what's crazy? It was perceived very classy as well. It was perceived as classy.
Of course, images.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
What is it I've got in my hands?
Oh, it's an ointment I'm supposed to use. I was just giving myself a quick application before the show.
Oh, man, please.
I'm supposed to use an applicator, but I generally do. No worries.
Now, let's talk.
You'll be all right on your next trip to the Philippines, mate.
Ah.
Are you with me?
What's up with his teeth?
No worries.
Now, this thing about image is obviously terribly important. I mean, that's part of your job. Now, what is it? What's the image that you're trying to project?
I think you'd better phrase that again, Michael. I think what is the image that I am bloody successful in? And that is as Australia as a thinking organism. You know, it wasn't very many moons ago. What you do to old Brian Humphries, Headley, the poor bastard with ashes. I seen him out there. Oh,
yo, look at that dude.
Poor bastard with ashes. I seen him out there. Oh, Christ, you must have given him a rough time.
We talked about getting on the grog.
Oh, Christ, eh? Get stuck into it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very good to be here on the Parky Show. You know, you could say this is the International Year of Australia already, couldn't you, Mike?
Well, you could.
It's been fantastic, the publicity we're getting, and largely due to the efforts of my good self. You know, it wasn't many moons ago that they thought we were a bunch of rough diamonds down there. But, you know, we've got more culture than a penicillin factory in Australia.
No worries. This dude looks disgusting, bro.
The main thing that people know Australia for now, the movie industry, the films, Australian films. Have you got anything to do with them at all?
Yes, I kicked it off.
You did?
Oh, yes, I was very much instrumental in getting movies off the ground in Australia. They'd been going along a long time with Chips Rafferty and that fraternity. But they needed to be dragged kicking and screaming into the 20th century, Mike. And I'm very proud of it.
Oh my God. I hope those are fake teeth. I hope those are fake teeth because they look disgusting, man. They look disgusting.
I played there. You know, the trouble with the film industry, as it is with the yachts in general today, is that the poofter element. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mind what people do in the privacy of their own homes. Don't get
we got a boomer
on that score, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we got a boomer.
Please. You know, I see eye to eye with old Ken Livingstone in that particular matter. But what I'd like to say is this, that, you know, there are a lot of, the industry needs a fair bit of weeding out, and, you know, it's rife with the poofters in Australia, as it is here. You know, I had a lovely idea for a film a few years ago. It was going to be called, it was about a football team going to the bush. It was called Piss Up on Hanging Rock, as a matter of fact.
Oh, disgusting, bro. This is so
By the
disgusting.
time-
Oh man, I don't know how to react to this, guys. It's just the saliva, the teeth are kind of, I don't even know what color they are. It's like a jelly brownish kind of. I've been smoking for the last 50 years kind of teeth. Oh.
Are you with me? By the time the puff mafia, or the puffier as I call them, had got onto that, they'd turned them all into Sheilas, drifting around in the nursery curtains, and getting eaten by the abos in there.
Well, what about a film like Gallipoli, which has had tremendous critical acclaim both here and in America?
Again, you see, the movie industry's got out of my
Ugh.
hands. Gallipoli, in my opinion, is a better description of that film. Two fellas, I don't say they're shirt lifters. I don't say that. I don't say they're shirt lifters, but they could be. They could be, and that's how it comes across, you know? Giving the Turks the wrong idea. You know? Mind you, they've had the wrong idea for a year or two, haven't they, eh? Don't worry.
Do you know many people within the film industry intimately, though? I mean, I'm thinking of actors or actresses.
Well, I do, naturally. I've had...
Oh.
You hear the boys in the band over there, for God's sake, eh? That'll do, fellas, eh? No, I've done a bit of casting, Mike, I have. I've done a bit of... I mean, it's not for nothing I'm known as the Protestant Lou Grade. I am. We've got a lot in common, you know. Well, we're a couple of tycoons, and it's significant, isn't it, that old Lou's enterprise is being taken over by an Aussie corporation, an Aussie conglomerate. A conglomerate.
Ugh.
And they're a bit afraid.
No, this
of course.
dude is killing it, bro. Besides everything, he's killing it. It's just, if I'm having this reaction towards him, that means that he's doing his job properly. And the performance, he's making it believable that he's like this. The saliva and the teeth. Ugh.
It's Englishness, but old Lord Grade, English? Well, rumour has it he's a Bulgarian tap dancer. I don't know. But he's very nice and a close personal friend, I have
Oh!
to say.
Well, you've got many.
But a lot of the actresses,
You guys saw that?
I know them all personally. I can't name names on this show because, you know, there's been moments when my fidelity to my wife has been put to a pretty severe test. And come off second best, I can tell you.
Can you think of any? I mean, was this a question of girls being forward, being overwhelmed by your sexuality?
They do get a bit. You know, I had an embarrassing experience in a London taxi. Yes. I had this little lass. She was a star of one of my films. And I was showing her the sights of London. You know, Buckminster Castle, St Paul's Abbey, Trafalgar Circus, and we're driving around. And I kid you not, you know, this little Sheila done a streak in the back seat of the car. I didn't know where to look.
Oh!
And we got to our
this
destination.
dude,
The driver
bro.
says, that'll be so-and-so, you know. And he says, how are you going to pay me? And she, oh, I'm sorry, I can't say it, but she done an Erica. She done an Erica, but not the top part. She flashed the map of Tasmania, ladies and gentlemen. Now, no, for those of you who aren't too crash-hot on the geography, Tasmania is a triangular continent. A bit on the bushy side. No, please, oh, for goodness sake. Anyway, to cut a long story short, the driver said, haven't you got anything smaller?
Oh shoot! What in the hell I was reacting to? Ugh. I don't even think the story was funny, to be honest. It's just he's probably a very well-known comedian back in the day or something like that. Oh man, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. This is saliva and everything. Something I had to say about Canada. Not Canada. I'm sorry, Australia. They have very good actors and a lot of good comedians. They're extremely well versed, not only in the, I guess in the forms and a lot of different industries, but they are very well versed when it comes down to the arts. Very, very, very well versed. and they seem like they have a lot of success. Dang. Let me know what you guys think, guys. I will see you in the next one.